Have you ever heard stories about people who could control their dreams? They could fly through the sky, walk through walls, meet someone who doesn't exist, or even create an entire world inside their own mind. And the strangest part? They knew they were dreaming. This mysterious experience is called lucid dreaming. But what if you could actually control your dreams? And more importantly, is it always as amazing as it sounds? A lucid dream is a dream where you suddenly realize, wait, I'm dreaming. Normally, when we're dreaming, we simply accept whatever is happening. If you're suddenly standing on the moon, you don't question it. If someone you've never met starts talking to you, you don't think it's strange. But during a lucid dream, something changes. Your mind becomes aware that the world around you isn't real. And once you realize you're dreaming, you may be able to influence what happens next. Some people try to fly. Others change the location of the dream. Some even try to talk to people from their memories, or experience things that would be impossible in real life. It's almost like having a virtual world, created entirely by your own brain. So, how can someone become aware inside a dream? There isn't one guaranteed method, but some people practice something called reality checking. Throughout the day, they stop and ask themselves, am I dreaming right now? They might look at their hands, read a sentence, look away, and then look back. The idea is to turn this into a habit. Eventually, they may perform the same check while dreaming, and if something looks strange, they realize, I'm dreaming. Another technique involves keeping a dream journal. Right after waking up, a person writes down everything they remember about their dreams. Over time, they may begin noticing patterns. Maybe they always dream about the same place. Maybe certain people appear repeatedly. Maybe impossible things happen in a similar way. The more familiar they become with their dreams, the easier it may become to recognize them. Imagine realizing you're dreaming and suddenly understanding that the normal rules don't apply. You could run toward a cliff, and instead of falling, you could simply start flying. You could open a door and decide what's waiting on the other side. You could turn a boring dream into an adventure. For some people, lucid dreaming is more than entertainment. It can be a way to explore their imagination, practice creativity, or simply experience something they could never experience in real life. But there is something important to remember. Your brain still needs sleep, and trying too hard to control your dreams may not always lead to a better experience. Lucid dreaming itself isn't necessarily dangerous, but there can be some unpleasant experiences associated with it. One of them is sleep paralysis. This can happen when your mind becomes awake while your body is still temporarily unable to move. You might feel like you're awake, but you can't move your arms or legs. Some people also experience extremely vivid hallucinations during sleep paralysis, and because you're only partly awake, the experience can feel terrifyingly real. Another possible problem is simply getting poor quality sleep. If someone constantly interrupts their sleep to practice lucid dreaming, they may wake up repeatedly during the night, and that can leave them feeling tired the next day. There is also something psychologically strange about very vivid dreams. When a dream feels incredibly realistic, waking up can sometimes feel confusing. For a few seconds you might wonder, was that real? Maybe the most fascinating thing about lucid dreaming isn't the ability to fly or create an imaginary world. It's the fact that your brain can create an entire reality while you're lying completely still in your bed. A world with people, places, memories, emotions, and stories that feel completely real. And somewhere inside that world, you might suddenly become aware. You might look around and realize, none of this is real. But here's the question. If you knew you were dreaming tonight, what would you do? Would you fly? Visit somewhere you've never been? Meet someone you've lost? Or simply explore the strange world inside your own mind? Because sometimes, the most mysterious place you could ever visit isn't somewhere on Earth. It's inside your dreams.